Okay, last class we discussed about economic load scheduling with neglecting the transmission losses. Economic load scheduling between two units, between two generating units we have discussed. Okay, so let us say there are two generating units. Generators are there. So each generator will give the power. So first generator will give the power P1, second generator will give the power P2. Let us assume. Okay, and the total cost to generate this power is C is equals to C1 plus C2 is equals to C1. Okay. The topic is economic load scheduling between two generating units. Two generating units in a power plant. Economic load sharing or load scheduling between two generators in a power plant, in a single power plant, while neglecting the losses, while neglecting the transmission losses. Okay, so here let us assume that in a power plant we are having the two generators or two alternators are connected in parallel. So each generator is having the load sharing of P1 as well as P2, and the costing which is related to the individual generators are C1 and C2. Okay, so from this one we are going to calculate the total power as P is equal to P1 plus P2 and total cost is equal to C1 plus C2. Okay, so as already we have discussed about this derivation, just I am recalling this. For most economic loading of alternator, total cost should be minimum. So economic loading, what we are doing economic loading means we are allocating the optimum load sharing to the individual alternators. Load sharing to the individual alternators while maintaining the minimum cost. While maintaining the minimum cost of power generation. Okay. So, and when we are going to have the minimum means, so it will be minimum when the first differential coefficient with respect to power is 0. Okay, so let us say here C is equal to C1 plus C2. C is equal to C1 plus C2 is there. So this C1 plus C2 I am doing differentiation with respect to the P1 Okay. So dou C by dou P1 is equals to dou C1 by dou P1. I am doing differentiation with respect to P1 with respect to the P1 on total cost C is equal to C1 plus C2. So I am getting dou C by dou P1 is equal to dou C1 by dou P1 plus dou C2 by dou P2. Okay. So as we know that maxima condition, minima condition in mathematics, So where we are going to have these conditions means whenever a differential equation or else whenever a differential parameter is equals to 0, then we may have maximum point or minimum point. Okay, so here I am going to consider whenever these differential equation or differential point is equals to 0, I am going to have the minimum cost. I am going to have the minimum cost. That means what we are doing here? We are doing differentiation of a parameter. Let us say you are doing differentiation of 2x. Differentiation of 2x means the resultant is 2. The resultant is 2. Differentiation of 2x is equals to 2. That means we have reduced the parameter from 2x value to the 2 value. So this 2 is minimum compared to the 2x. So now in the same manner here I am doing differentiation of total cost. So I am going to reduce it to the little amount, and it is in the characteristics format equation wise. So it is I'm making it to equal to 0, making equal to the 0 to get the minimum point here. Okay, so let us write from this expression dou C1 by dou P1 is equal to minus dou C2 by dou P1. From this expression I am writing here. Okay, so this dou C2 by dou P1 can be written as here I am doing dividing and multiplying the dou P2 and dou P2. Okay, so dou C2 by dou P2 into dou P2 by dou P1, which gives what we are going to have the dou P2 by dou P1. I am writing here. So already we are having P is equals to P1 plus P2. The total power is P is equals to P1 plus P2, right? P2 is equals to P1 plus P2. So in this one, I am writing P2 is equals to P minus P1. So again, I am doing differentiation of P2 with respect to P1. So I am going to have the dou P2 by dou P1 is equal to this P is going to be 0, P1 I am going to have the minus 1, right? So I am going to have minus 1. Dou P2 by dou P1 is equals to minus 1. Just substitute here, you are going to have the minus dou C2 by dou P1 into minus 1 is equals to dou C2 by dou P2. Okay, so this indicates that dou C1 by dou P1 is equals to dou C2 by dou P2. Dou C1 by dou P1 is equals to dou C2 by dou P2. So this indicates what? Dou C1 by dou P1 is nothing but incremental cost of first generator. Dou C2 by dou P2 is incremental cost of second generator. Right. So while doing this differentiation, I am getting the point that is dou C1 by dou P1 is equals to dou C2 by dou P2. That indicates whenever the incremental cost of alternators incremental cost of two alternators are equal, then I am going to have the minimum cost of generation. Right? So if I have a problem to allocate the load sharing between two units while maintaining the economical load scheduling, then I am doing this kind of derivation to find out the power the load allocation. Okay. So here thus the condition for minimum total cost of operation of two alternators is that the incremental cost of two alternators should be equal. So this is about economical load sharing of between two units. Okay. So based on this one, we are going to do a problem now. Let us do that. So this is the problem now. So the incremental fuel cost of for two generating units A and B of a thermal power plant are given below. Dou F by dou PA is equals to 0.06 PA plus 11.4 rupees per megawatt hour and rupees per hour. dou FP by dou PB is equal to 0.07 PB plus 10 rupees per hour. And here P is in megawatts and FP is in rupees. FP is in rupees per hour. To find the economical loading of 2 units when the total load is applied 150 megawatt. Again, I'm reading the question here. The incremental fuel cost. So dou FP by dou PA. So you can hear dou F by dou P. F is the cost. F is equal to here C only. So previously we have assumed that dou C by dou P, no? Dou C by dou P. So instead of C here, here the question is indicating F, dou F by dou P. So A means first alternator, B means second alternator. Okay. So this is the characteristics of first alternator and this is the characteristics of second alternator. Okay. Now the total load is given 150 megawatt of power. 150 megawatt of power. We need to allocate this load to the two alternators. Okay, that is nothing but economical load scheduling. Economical load scheduling. So here the question indicates that find the economical load scheduling between two units. Between two units. Right? So let us do that. Given given data is total load is, let us say total load is P is equals to P1 plus P2. Okay, so here it can be written as 150 megawatt of power. Right? Now I am having 150 megawatt of power. I need to give it to the two U alternators while maintaining the minimum cost of generation. Right? So here, what is the condition to have the minimum cost of generation? What is the condition to have minimum cost of generation? To have minimum cost of power generation. Minimum cost of power generation. Okay, so that is nothing but here I can write dou C by RL, dou FA by dou PB, dou EPA is equal to dou FB by dou PB. Correct or not? This is the condition we need to follow to allocate the load. To allocate the load. So now equate these two equations. Equate these two equations. Okay. So here 0.06 PA plus 11.4 is equal to 0.07 PB plus 10 here. Now please solve it here. Give me the value. So 0.06 PA minus 0.07 PB is equal to 10 minus 11.4. 10 minus 11.4. Now give me the value of this one. So here I can write 0.06 PA minus 0.07 PB is equal to, I can write minus 1.4. Right? So here two generators A and B is given. So I am taking the load as PA plus PB is equal to 150. PA plus PB is equal to 150. So from PA plus PB 150 megawatt of power, I am writing PA is equal to 150 minus PB. Then substitute. Let's say this one, this is 2. Substitute 2 in 1. 2 in first equation. You can write 0.06 PA is 150 megawatt, PB minus 0.07 PB is equal to minus 1.4. So you can write here how much the value here, it is 9, I think. It is 9 minus 0.06 PB, 0.06 PB. 0.06 PB here minus 0.07 PB is equal to minus 1.4. Right? Now we can find out the PB value from this expression. Please do it and tell me. From this expression, you can find the value of PB.
PB is 130, sir.
PB is
130.
130 megawatt of power. PV is 130 megawatt of power here.
ये 20 megawatt.
So here I can write P is, everyone solve this value, Babu. P is how much, ma?
20 megawatt, sir.
20 megawatt of power, right? So this is the way of how to allocate the load between two generating units while maintaining the minimum cost of power generation. Yes? Is everything clear from this problem?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right. So next I'm going to do one more. Just note it down. Make it fast. Completed?
Sir,
Everyone solve the values of P and PB value. Don't take the value blindly given by some person. Okay. You have to find out the value of two generating powers. Okay. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one more problem we are having. So you can take this problem. Two areas are connected in parallel. Two areas means load areas. Parallel loading with 350 megawatts. 350 megawatts and 550 megawatts. And total cost characteristics are given by C1 as well as C2. And now from this question you have to find out the problems like find the cost of generation. Find the cost of generation. Each area is supplied its own load and units loaded as per economic load scheduling while neglecting the losses. So we are doing the problems where neglecting the losses only. Okay. So here given two characteristics for two generators are given. So in that same characteristics, you have to find out the cost of each area supplied by own load as well as supplied with economic load scheduling. Okay. So how to do this one? Please think about for 2 minutes and please tell me the answer. Please tell me a clue how to do this one. Two areas given, two characteristics given. So C1 indicates it is nothing but cost of first alternator. C2 indicates cost of second alternator. Right? Now find the cost of generation in each area supplied by its own load. Any idea, Babu? So here we are going to find out the cost of generation. First one is each area is allocated to the own load. What is the own load here? One generator or else one generator is having load is P1 and another one is load is P2. Right? These are the own load allocated. I can give the load, I can up the load up to 350 and some other person can up the load up to 50 megawatt of power. That is the own load. So here this is the direct question. You can substitute P1, P2 values in the C1, C2 to get the each area to get the cost of generation when the two areas are supplied its own load. Okay. So here the own load is given by P1 is equals to 350 megawatts and P2 is equals to 550 megawatts. Right? Right? So first question is what here? Each area is applied its own load. That means I am substituting the P1, P2 values in C1 and C2 and I am going to calculate the cost of individual alternators. Please do it and tell me now. So just substitute the loads in C1 characteristics. That means here I am writing 20 into 350 plus 0.05 350 whole square. This is the cost you are getting. Okay, just do it and tell me. Next, in the same manner, 2750 plus 26 550 megawatts plus 0.03091. It is P2 square. P2 square should be there. P2 square into 550 whole square. Please do it and give me the value of C1 and C2. Fast. Here we are doing only cost in the first point. Give me the value of C1 as well as C2. How much time, Babu? Simply you can do it in the calculator now.
Sir, C1 is 1,31,500, sir. 0.05.
1,31,500.
0.05.
0.05.
And C2 is 26,400. 26,400. 0.275.
Just check it once again. This first one.
Sir, C1 15,125, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm telling always. Everyone should do the value, should do the problems. So otherwise, this kind of problems may arise. Okay. What's the value of C1, ma?
15,125.
15,125 rupees per. Okay. Only rupees, no? Right. So this is the cost by individual by own loads before economic load scheduling. Okay, now we are going to find out the economic load scheduling, right? So after that I'm going to find out the cost of generation. Okay, so first we need to find out the total value P1 and P2, right? Then I'm going to substitute again. So here I am writing P is equals to P1 plus P2. Let us say total load is P1 plus P2. 350 plus 550 is how much? 900 megawatts. Now this is the load I am having. I need to allocate this total load to the two different units while maintaining the minimum cost. So first we need to know the condition to have minimum cost. Condition to have minimum cost of generation. So what is that? Again, dou C1 by dou P1 is equal to dou C2 by dou P2. Yes or no? So here the problem given C1 characteristics only. C1 is direct cost. And dou C by dou P1 is nothing but incremental cost. IC1 and IC2. Incremental cost is nothing but changing with respect to the power. So here, what I am doing here, I am doing differentiation of P1 with respect to P1. You can also do that. The question 2000. Yeah. P1. Please do it, everyone. 0.05 P1 square. So here 0 plus 20 plus 0.1 P1, correct? First one. Second is again dou C2 by dou P2. What we can write? Dou P by dou P2. Here 2750, 36 P2 plus C2 plus 0.030 0.03091 P2 square it is. Okay, please make a note of it. And here the values are 0 plus 26 plus 2 1806 P2, right? Now what is the condition here? Let us say this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3 here. Now consider the first expression, substitute in the first expression. Substitute 2 and 3 in, substitute 2 and 3 in first expression. Okay, so here everyone do it, Babu. Please tell me the values of P1 and P2. 26 plus 0.06182 P2. Okay, so from the total load P1 plus P2 is equals to 900 megawatts, correct? So from this one any value you can take and substitute in this equation. You will get P1 or P2. Give me the values of P1 and P2. Mr. Rohan A. Mr. Rohan. Mr. Rohan. Rohan Ganwar.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the values of P1 and P2 fast.
Yes, sir.
Everyone has to do the Babu. I will check the notes.
Sir, P1 is 519.09.
P2?
380.904.
No, it's wrong.
Sir, reverse, sir.
189, sir.
Others also do it, Babu.
189, sir.
P1 is 189.
P2, sir.
Okay, let's check with others. Please do it, Babu. Others
Sir,
also do it.
380.9.
P1 is
380.9.
380.9.
And
Okay.
P2 519.09.
P1?
P1
What?
380.9.
Okay. P2?
519.
519.09.
519 వచ్చిందా? So 519 point
09, sir.
09. It is megawatts here. So here these are the individual loads when economical load scheduling happen. Okay, that means we are maintaining the minimum cost. So here while maintaining minimum cost, we need to produce the power 381 from first generation power P2 519. Total load is 900. Total load is 900 megawatt. Yes or no? Now here the question is to find units loaded as per economic load scheduling and find the cost of generation. Find the cost of generation in units loaded as per economic load scheduling, right? Now again here we are having P1 and P2 values after economic load scheduling, and a substitute C1 and a substitute in the C1 characteristics and C2, and give the values of C1 and C2. That is nothing but find the total cost after the load scheduling. Do it, ma. Is it clear? What is the next step? Is it clear?
Sir, repeat once again.
No, here after scheduling we got two power values P1 and P2. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now here by using these two allocated powers, we need to find if I allocate this power to individual generator, then we need to find out the cost of power to cost of the generating power to generate this power. Okay, so here already the characteristics of individual alternators given in the problem already. So it is in terms of P1 and P2 for individual generators. Now what we are going to do here means after layer scheduling we got P1 value and P2 value. After layer scheduling we need to find the cost of the generation. So these two are the cost of the generation characteristics. Then if we substitute P1 and P2 values here, we will get the individual alternate cost here. Is it clear? Is it clear, Babu? Yes, please.
Yes, sir, clear.
Only 1 or 2 persons are responding.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Right. Please find the values of C1. Till anybody is having any question, you can ask me. Later, don't claim that sir, this is not clear to me. 20 P1. 20 P1 is there plus 0.05 P1 square. So here 2000 20 into 3819 plus 0.05 381.9 whole square. Now tell me the value of C1. Do it correctly, Babu. Okay, you are not doing it manually. You are using calculator only. So don't make mistake.
C1 16,930, sir.
16,930 rupees per hour, right? C2. C2. Others also check the values, Babu. Do it and tell me. You can also cross check whether it is right or not. More 15 minutes only there. Please do it.
Sir, C2 24,575.
C2.
24,575.46.
Rupees per hour. So this is the cost after load scheduling. Do it. Noted. Note down, Babu, everyone. Okay, I'm taking attendance. Wait a minute. Number one, meanwhile, you take a problem. This one is noted. Yes, Babu, is this noted?
Yes, sir.
Now you
Yes,
take
sir.
down, you note down this problem also. Note down this problem. Right, ma. Tell me. Attendance, please. Number one. Absentees. Number one, two,
Present, sir.
three, four, five,
Yes, sir.
6, 7,
Present, sir.
8. 6 is there.
Present, sir.
6 is there. Rule number 6 is there.
No, sir. 7 present.
No. 6 is, number is existed or absent.
Absent.
Absence of 6. 8 present.
Number 8. Number 9,
Present, sir.
10,
Present, sir.
11, 11, 12,
Present, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir. 14.
15, 16, 15 absent. 16,
Present, sir.
17,
16 present, sir.
17,
Present, sir.
18,
Present, sir.
19, 19, 20,
Yes, sir.
21,
Present, sir. 21.
22, 23,
Present, sir. 20.
24, 25,
Present, sir. 25.
26,
Present, sir. 25 present, sir.
26, 27, 28,
Present, sir. 28.
29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir. 30.
31,
Present, sir.
32,
Present, sir.
33,
Present, sir.
34, 35, 36,
Present, sir. 35.
34 number,
36 present.
34 number is not there, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 34, 35, 36,
Present, sir.
37, 38,
Present, sir. 38.
39, 40,
Present, sir. 40.
43,
Present, sir.
44, 45,
Sir, 44 present, sir.
46, 47,
Present, sir.
48,
48 present, sir.
49, 50, 49 absent, 50,
Yes, sir.
51,
Present, sir.
52, 53,
53 present, sir.
54,
Present, sir.
55,
11 present, sir.
82,
Yes, sir.
3,
3 present, sir.
4, 5, 6, 7,
7 present, sir.
8,
8
Sir,
present, sir.
7.
8
9,
present, sir.
9 present, sir.
10 present, sir.
11 present, sir.
12 present.
Okay. Area parents are absent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 16, 17, 18. Total strength is 65, right, Babu?
Yes, sir.
Then only 16 is present. No? The absentees are number 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7 is there. 6, 7, 11, 15, 19, 22, 24. Bharat, Mr. Bharat. 24, 26, 27, 39, 45, 46, 49, LE 5 and 6. Right. Right. Which problem we are doing? Please note down this problem.
Sir, 22 present ఉంది sir. మైక్
Yes,
పని చేయడం లేదండి.
given. Noted this point. Constant load of 300 megawatt. Constant load of 300 megawatt. That means total load P. P is equal to P1 plus P2 is equal to 300 megawatt. Okay. Of two generators 1 and 2, for which incremental costs are given by dou P1 and 2 is equal to given. This is into Babu. Don't confuse here. This is into. 0.12 into P2 plus 15 rupees per megawatt hour, and power in P in megawatts, F in rupees per hour. Remember, some problems may have C and some problems may indicate with F. Okay. Determine the most economical load division of load between the generators. Okay. That means what you have to do here? Please tell me. Again. Determine the most economical load division of load between the generators. For this problem, what to do?
Sir, minimum cost generation we should apply, sir.
Yes, that condition we have to apply. That means we have to equate these two expressions. So IC1 is equal to IC2 we have to do, and you are going to find out P1 value and P2 value. Yes or no? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now coming to second one, saving in rupees per day, thereby obtain the equal load sharing between two generators. So thereby obtain the equal load sharing between two generators. Saving, here we need to find out the cost also. That cost is in terms of saving. How to find out the saving? For example, how we can say, so we purchased a pen for 10 rupees, right? So I have sell it for 8 rupees. What is the loss? 2 rupees is the loss. So if I purchase, the cost is 10 rupees. If I purchase it for 8 rupees only, then the saving is 2 rupees for other person. Correct or not? That means here I need to know two costs. One is main cost. One is after purchasing cost. After purchasing cost is what? Equal load sharing. So we have to do equal load sharing means what here? P by 2, which gives 300 by 2 is equal to 150 megawatts is equal to P1. At the same time, P2 is also equal to 150 only. That means here, in general, we are going to calculate. If I allocate the equal loads to the individual generators, what is the cost? Find this. Okay. Then after load allocation also, that means after load allocation, you are getting two values, P1 and P2. So those may not be equal load sharing. Okay. So you substitute that one in C1 and C2, right? You are going to get the cost. Then subtract these two. Okay. And here Dou f by dou p is incremental cost. Remember, Babu, this is incremental cost, not exact cost. Incremental cost. So from this incremental cost, to get the cost, what you have to do? Dou f by dou p is the total cost. Sorry, incremental dou f by dou p is the incremental cost. Only f is the total cost. So from this expression, to get only f, that is nothing but cost, what we have to do? What mathematical function we have to do?
Integration.
Integration, yes. So if you do integration here, you are going to get the f values. You are going to get the f values. Okay. So after getting the, first problem, you have to do the individual powers after load allocation. Second problem, you have to substitute the P1, P2 values with load allocation, get the values F1, F2. That means total cost is equal to F1, F2. This is with load allocation, economical load sharing, You are getting one cost, right? Next is F, you are getting F1 plus F2 by substituting the equal loads, 150 megawatts. In P1 150, P2 150. Getting F again. Subtract these two values. You are going to get the value that is nothing but saving only. Getting a point or not, Babu? Yes, ma.
Yes, sir.
So one cost is with load allocation, one cost is with equal load sharing. Okay? Then substitute in the F values, they will get the total cost. And then subtract the two values of F in the two cases, then that is nothing but saving only. Okay? So you try to do this problem. Again, tomorrow also we'll go for this. Okay? So do the problem even if the wrong also. If it is going to wrong also, don't worry about that. We'll discuss. Okay? Please try to do. Okay? And note down this problem also. Note down this problem also, and we'll stop the session. Then you think about the problem and try to do it. Okay? Just there may be confusion with wordings only. Okay? Same kind of procedure only we are following here. We try to adapt it. Noted? Noted, Nana?
Sir, wait, sir.
Yeah. Don't do the problem, just note it down. Do it later, okay now? So from tomorrow onwards, I'm not going to ask any question to anyone. Just I'm going through my session. I will explain each and everything. I will give the notes and then just I'll leave. Okay? If you want to learn the subject, you can ask me. If you want to learn the subject, you can be in the session. Or else after that you do your wish. I don't mind. Shall I leave? Everyone noted? Noted, Babu?
Yes, sir. Noted.
Yes, sir.
You can leave.
Sir.